So obviously going to tribal council is not fun per se because it's very nerve-wracking. Like I know for myself that I'm a very paranoid person. So like the night before I was like, what if everyone's like plotting against me? Like it's like midnight and like what if they're all like strategizing somewhere?
So my thoughts on the first tribal council, my heart was like beating out of my chest the entire time. I thought like everyone else could hear it because it was just like beating so rapidly, and I was so close to being like voted out, and that was like absolutely terrifying. Like I think if like one other person had voted for me, it would have been a tie between me and Emma, so that like got me really like stressed out and scared.
I obviously like trusted like Liz and Lauren and Alex and Salma to like just like stick to like our plan, and it obviously like went through because like Emma got voted out.
Middle-aged moms and Yoshi getting your first look at the new Fresh tribe. Emma voted out at Tribal Council. So tribal immunity is back up for grabs. So is everybody ready to hear about your next immunity challenge? All right, so this one is called Guide and Seek. So all of your tribe members, except for one, will be blindfolded. That is why you needed your buffs today. Once we get upstairs, you'll have one person being the caller, and they're the person that is not blindfolded. The caller will lead pairs of blindfolded people through a maze to collect 4 different bags. In these bags, there are words and clues. Once you gather all of the bags, you'll take them out. There will be unscrambled words. They will go with the clues. You'll make sure those are matched up correctly. And then once you have done all of those, there will be 2 extra letters in each unscrambled words. Those letters will make a word, and the first 2 tribes to get that word correct will be immune this week. The one tribe that does not do that will be headed to Tribal Council this week.
So obviously we found the time capsule last week, so we knew that there was gonna be a clue, an idol clue at the challenge. So, and we also knew that it was gonna be a communication challenge based off of like the photo of like the guy pointing. So me, Lauren, and Liz definitely tried to convince our tribe to let one of us, but specifically me, to be the caller.
Survivors ready?
Yeah. I'm here.
Go!
No, wait, who's going?
Yes. Yes.
45 degrees right.
1 on the right. 45 left. Walk straight. Watch on the table. Keep on straight. Right. 45. Yeah. 45. Straight. Down.
Get over here!
Yes. Come back. Touch the table next to you. Bahara, touch that. Okay, Bahara, walk straight. People right in front of you, but you ain't gonna have to push them up. Ethan, move out of the way. No! Push. Yes, keep going. Walk straight. Walk straight. Grab it in hand. Turn around. Where is it? No, Rosie has it. Go back. Hey, keep going. Yes, yes. Go.
Are we done? The Fresh and Yoshi working on their word unscrambled now. Middle-aged moms coming back from the hardest bag of the game.
Can we like write them out on something?
Oh, ow. I would be in pain after this. All right. Let's see how people are doing.
But just make sure that we like can see the letter.
Oh yeah, maybe just put the.
We just write that. Just rewrite it out. Just rewrite it out because I don't want to like make.
If we miss it, then we like lose the letter.
H-O. Okay, right now we can set
This is it, right?
No, it's not.
S-U-T. Yeah, this is.
Oh, never mind. We should stop
Which
saying
one's
the
this?
word so loud. We should stop saying so loud. That's okay.
This ends in the J. Oh, like how? So this is put. I don't know this part. This part.
There was a hidden immunity idol clue taped to our table that I was able to snag, and I'm hoping that Sean didn't see me take it because I don't want him to know I have it. Andrew knows that I have it, so, and he knows what the clue is, so hopefully he doesn't find it before I do. But we're in an alliance, so hopefully he has my back.
The planet in our solar system is full.
All right.
Oh my God, really?
Oh, that's hooray! What?
Hooray.
Okay.
Okay, hooray. So we have one.
Wait, can we just say it?
Say it.
Yes. All right, Yoshi has secured the second spot for immunity, sending the Fresh to Tribal Council for the second time in a row.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
I'm like
After a Survivor Northeastern Classic, at this point, we've done it enough to refer to it as that. Congratulations to the Yoshi tribe and the middle-aged mother tribes. All right, just hold it here. All right, both of you are safe for another round. Unfortunately, that does mean the Fresh. I will see you once again at Tribal Council this week. But yeah, that's that's all I got left for you. Head back to campus.
I actually found the time capsule myself. I brought it with me today because I was the one to first touch it and grab it, so they let me keep it, which is pretty cool.
Just say on the top.
Oh, we have to choose.
Choose what?
We have to choose if we want to predict the future or relive the past. We decided that we wanted to see the future. So it gave us a photo of 16 candles, and 2 of the candles were not lit.
So we kind of came to the conclusion that next round, 2 tribes are going to be going to tribal instead of just 1.
No.
Your mom?
Ma'am? We didn't find anything.
Okay, everybody target them. Everybody stare at them and make them just like, hey guys! Woo! Right after the challenge, we noticed like everybody just like sprinted out to go find the clue for the next round, and we are like 98% sure that it was found by the middle-aged moms. Because Margaret was looking for it in the spot that Margaret says that she saw them take it, and they just like sprinted off into Churchill, and we found them in Churchill looking awfully suspicious.
See your hand in your pocket, pretty sus.
Oh, you want me to empty my pockets? We literally have.
Yeah.
Actually? Yeah. I'll empty everything in the. Anyway, Chris. Oh, good move! Close the door. Close the door. Oh, God. Hi. If you find it, tell us.
Yoshi actually kind of bombarded us and found out that we have it. So there was a bit of a chase situation going on after last challenge.
And they were like, oh, did you find it yet? And obviously I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, good luck. And then I found out that they already had it. I'm like, oh, that's shady. They could have just said nothing. They could have just keep walking. But no, they gotta pretend that they didn't find it.
I don't think we did a good job convincing them that we didn't find the time capsule.
I feel safe. I feel very comfortable right now. But like, cause like the last 2 challenges, I don't think I did much as I could. So I felt like if we did lose, I could be the one going home. I'll be like voted out. So I feel safe.
The challenge was good. I had a good time. I was blindfolded. It was fun. It was kind of hard to hear because Adamo was so loud. He was singing up the whole room.
I got to yell and I was really loud, and everyone told me I was really loud. And the funniest part for me though was I said the other tribes' names while I was yelling to make them do the wrong things, and they listened and went the wrong way for some reason.
The puzzle challenge is so upsetting because we were so close to getting it. Like, we had the majority of the words spelled out, and then we got a little overexcited and Alex shouts the answer and it's completely right except for 1 word, and that 1 word is the only word the other team has.
There's no penalty for a wrong guess.
And we know this because they came up to us after the challenge and told us, which was like rubbing salt in the wound. They're like, oh, we weren't even close.
In the challenge, if the clue was right in front of me, I'm Fahara, and the clue was right in front of Fahara, and she could have grabbed it, but she didn't grab it, and Jesse watched her not grab it, but read it a few times. And then Margaret somehow got it after the challenge was done. So I think Fahara just didn't know what it was, and so she didn't know if she could take it.
We were all literally screaming, and like at one point I just like crouched on it and just like snapped it and like put it in like my zipper pocket.
After I'd seen Emily take the idol clue, I immediately messaged her, basically saying like, I know that you have it. She told me that she was gonna tell me about it as soon as she could, but I just messaged her first. I know that she went out to look for the idol that night. She told me she didn't find anything, which I kind of believe because I looked for it and she told me that she looked in the same places as I did.
We were like so naive to think that we could just like look after the challenge and find it. We didn't find it that night. We probably spent like at least like 6 hours total, like 6 to 8 hours just like looking for this thing. And we just like can't find it for like the life of us.
Adamo, myself, and Margaret look for the idol pretty much every day, every night, and we haven't found anything. I feel like we've searched very thoroughly, but with that being said, we only have what we believe to be half of the clue right now.
So met with Andrew. He reached out to me.
My idea was I reached out to you
Okay.
because we kind of know from the time capsule that it's probably gonna be 2 tribes
Right.
going to tribal next week.
Right.
So that means only one team is gonna win.
Yeah.
One tribe is gonna win.
Yeah.
And as much as I want to believe that's probably gonna be us, we need to be prepared.
Yeah, because odds are that it isn't. We sort of like wanted to meet up and discuss plans going forward because we got the time capsule last round and we're pretty confident it's a double elimination, so that means there's a higher chance that we're gonna go to tribal council.
Sean, definitely in that last challenge, he was like kind of carrying us through that.
Sean is
puzzle.
very smart. Sean is like really smart. I think he's like, yeah,
He's there.
yeah,
He's
for
playing.
sure, for sure.
Then we have Mari.
Mari.
I haven't really talked to Mari about
I like Mari.
I do like.
I
her,
get
though.
good vibes from Mari. I feel like she is, and I feel like she's like, if we reach out to her, I think she would be like very open.
Yeah, I like Emily.
Uh-huh.
I think if it was Emily versus Salil, like if those were the 2 that weren't in the group,
Right.
I'd probably want to keep Emily more than Salil.
Andrew seemed like he was somewhat, not like adamant, but like trying to push to like sort of include Emily in our alliance. And so like me and Andrew's sort of plan is to have sort of a group of 4 people that we feel like pretty good about going into the challenge tomorrow. And then if we lose the challenge, then like we can also pull in a 5th, just so that like whenever we vote someone out, like no one like feels like they're on the outs in case of like a swap or something.
I personally don't feel like I'll be voted out. Like I've mentioned many times, the 4 of us, the alliance we have with Lauren, Liz, Jack, and myself, we feel pretty close. And I'm not really worried that any of them will backstab me, at least in this moment. So I think we're all gonna be voting for Selma on that note.
I mean, she wouldn't, like, someone wouldn't tell me if it was me, but like,
Oh, yeah,
I want to know if his
exactly.
name, like, someone throw out.
I mean, we would have to give her a name first if she was going to give us a name, just to satisfy our
That,
curiosity.
I'm not 100% sure. Because
Really?
She like, I don't know, she said she had a big thing planned for tribal. I kind of expected her.
Again?
No, like
Oh.
last week. And I kind of expected her to like get on the table and like make an announcement and like, so I don't think like,
No, yeah.
I don't think she's gonna, I think she's gonna hope that one of us is gonna flip, which won't.
No, yeah. After the challenge, me, Liz, and Lauren were like, Alex is going home. Because this man cannot keep his mouth shut.
The last tribal council, Alex said in front of Salma and Emma, like, oh yeah, we found the time capsule, which was like something we swore like we would not tell the other people. And I feel like that kind of was just like the last nail in his coffin and like why we're not telling him secrets anymore.
I wanted to meet up to see where your head's at, because I was thinking of maybe doing like a girl alliance kind of.
That sounds good, yeah.
Because I was like trying to ask around and like, because last tribal council, I know that for a fact that like Jack was voting Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Like he told me that ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then I asked Lauren after and she told me she voted Emma. So I was thinking if you want to get Alex out.
Yeah, I think Alex would be the smartest vote for tomorrow's tribal.
Last night, my roommate actually saw Jack idle hunting without me. And then I was going to go eat dinner with her, so I walk up and she's like, they're like talking, and I'm like, hey Jack, like what's up? And he played it off. He was like, oh, I didn't want to like ask because like I didn't think you would come because it was really late at night. I was like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have, but it would still be nice of you to ask. Like, so it just shows me that he's like sneaking around a little bit more than I thought he was.
Lauren came to me the other day and she was trying to get me to think that it was my idea. Like, oh, did you hear Jack did this, to like make me come to the conclusion. But basically she kind of wants Jack gone because he's a social threat.
As a tribe, I think we're doing well, but I think we're not
under the illusion that we're the strongest tribe out there. We know that like physically we probably wouldn't do the best, and we kind of just been like skidding by in the past 2 challenges. So we're like trying to stay optimistic, but I feel like a tribal is like eventually going to happen just because we're not the strongest tribe out there.
Yeah. It's like we should establish relationships with other people before the swap happens, though, because if you do it after, it's like, what if other people already have them? And
exactly.
You're too late.
I think we need to tighten our alliances with the other Yoshi tribe people
Yeah.
in case of swap, because like there's no attachment to us if we don't play game, if we don't talk to them.
Yeah.
That's true, but also we are doing random things like getting dinner. And shit like that.
An ounce of strategy.
Okay, yeah, we do need an ounce of strategy.
So going into dinner, Adamo, Jesse, and I met Tuesday night, and we were talking about who we wanted to have as our 4th, who we should start reaching out to, just because, let's say a swap does come down the line, and like we want to solidify like Yoshi strong is the mentality we want to tell them. But if no one reaches out to them to talk like game, it's gonna be very suspicious. So we kind of use that dinner to like get to know them more casually, but then also like have a segue to talk game later on if we really wanted to.
But Frank, I feel like if we talk 1 ounce of strategy to them, they will be all in and they will freaking ride. Like, I feel like we might have to rethink having Frank be the 4th, because if they feel in, they are gonna be all in, and I feel like that's a good thing.
We didn't talk too much strategy. The only thing that was mentioned was, I want to say like Adamo said like, if we get to the merge, like let's be Yoshi strong, and everyone's like, yeah, okay. But like not much else was said. But I know from that dinner we talked, and I think Jesse's gonna reach out to Fahara to establish like that connection, and then Adamo really wants to reach out to Frank.
Wait, can I talk to Frank?
If you want.
So Lauren, who's on the freshman tribe, is one of the first people that I met in the game. I sat next to her at the very beginning of the game, and we talked and we got along, all that.
Oh, hi.
But now there's some new information on her that I have. So after the second challenge, the Yoshi tribe was all there, and like the freshman tribe, like scraps of the freshman tribe were there. Lauren was one of the people there. The middle tribe wasn't there. And so the freshman tribe, specifically Lauren, like came up to us and was kind of like, we don't like the middle tribe. They're gonna be down to 4 people after the next tribal council, and they're basically looking for people to work with if there's a swap. So they approached our tribe and they're like, we want to work with you guys. We like you more than the middle tribe.
I reached out to Margaret and I was like, I had a meeting with her.
She gave me a lot of information because I think she wanted to establish trust with me so that we can work together and use the swap, because I think she does know that her tribe is like down on numbers, and come a swap they could be like in trouble.
I feel like Adamo's like a good person to work with. He's just like, he's very smart. Okay. And like he has a sense of like what's going on, so I feel like he would be a good person to work with, especially like in a swap situation. So I'd say definitely like Adamo. And then it's kind of weird. I have like the vibe that some people just don't know much about Survivor.
I was asking her like, so what's like the tribe dynamics on your tribe? And she was like telling me nothing. She was like, oh, we haven't really talked yet. Like everyone's just like one big happy tribe. We just like go out to dinner and like talk in a big group chat. I was like, okay, that's like a little suspicious that you haven't even talked to each other individually yet, and we're like 2 weeks in. So that was like a little bit suspicious. And then when we go see him, it's Margaret, Jesse, and Adamo, and they're all like idol hunting together.
Are you guys doing anything?
We just had
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fact that you like haven't talked to them yet, allegedly, and now you're like idol hunting with them at like 11 p.m. at night, like it just seems like a little bit of a big leap.
Alex, who I'll start with him, I do have like good feelings about him. He's a very solid team player, but I do think unfortunately he might be leaving us in this tribal, so we'll see if he comes back with Redemption Island.
Right now is the time to vote off threats for us, because
Yeah.
They're not
It's not really like anyone has an emotional connection.
No.
And it's not
No
like,
one's gonna like avenge Alex.
no one on the, can you imagine Jesse like comes into our face like,
How dare you, my closest ally!
watch Alex come back, that would be so bad.
The three of us have agreed that we're gonna vote for Alex tonight. So he's just been playing, I don't know, a little bit harder than Salma has, and we think he's pretty like a challenge bet, so we want to get him out.
I haven't had a chance to meet Lauren again, which is why it's still gonna be Alex. We're not gonna switch it up, because I figured Alex will get blindsided, but Jack will know he's going home. But if we blindside Jack, then Alex will be in shock and he'll be more likely to do something stupid because he'll be freaking out more.
I think the odds of me going home are pretty low. I tried to stay on the down low a bit last challenge, so I wouldn't like mess up like the first challenge and be in danger again.
The odds of me going home at tribal tonight. If I may give a percentage, I would go with something really low. I was gonna give an exact percentage, but I can't think of one. The four of us, Jack, Lauren, Liz, myself, we have an alliance. I think at the moment we have no reason to break or disobey the alliance. So Selma seems like a really obvious choice, given the four of us are all working together and have been working together.
The Fresh, welcome back to Tribal Council. Sorry that you have to come 2 times in a row, but you're here. All right, so Alex, so welcome back to Tribal Council, second tribal of the game, second tribal that you guys are going to. So what do you think about that? What do you think about having to vote out a second person from your tribe?
Obviously, I'm very sad. I like all these people that I'm currently here with, so it makes me unhappy that I have to vote someone out, or that I myself might be voted out, because I don't want to leave. For the upcoming challenge, we will win. It's not a questionable statement. We will win. It is a statement, not something up to speculation.
So Jack, moving on to the challenge. So you were the caller, arguably like the most important part of the challenge. So how do you think it went? How do you think you did?
I think I was like pretty like decent at caller. I was very loud. Like coming out of the challenge, like I think I like lost my voice for like an hour or so because I was like screaming my ass off. Yeah, like it was like a fun challenge. Like obviously we didn't win, but I think that like I kind of held up my own as caller. I think he came in like second going into like the puzzle, and then things got a bit like murky when we were doing like the word scramble whenever.
Okay, so Salma, so going forward, do you think you guys are like cursed because you've lost the challenges? Or like what's your motivation going into the rest of the challenges that we have?
You know, I think that our like current streak with like puzzles like makes like I'm even more determined to like get a puzzle down. So like I think that our tribe has that added confidence. Like we're like in it to beat the puzzles. Like I think we're I don't know what that was supposed to mean, but I think like going forward, even if we haven't had like the best like track, we're like really confident we're gonna push through. We got this.
So Liz, so going into your second vote, is this about like tribe unity for you, or are you thinking more like individually going forward?
I think it's still about tribe unity and alliances, but after my question from last tribal council, I am trying to factor in Redemption Island into my decision a little bit more. So that plays a bit of a factor for me.
And Alex, kind of going off that, what are you basing your vote off of tonight?
I definitely think tribe unity is a large part of it, but individual play is obviously something that even if you're not considering it a lot, it's always in your mind because everyone wants to win, and a tribe doesn't win, you individually win the whole thing. So I think that's also relevant, but for right now, I definitely think it's just overall tribe voting.
Lauren, it's your turn to talk about Redemption Island and the time capsule, so just talk about your thoughts going forward, especially since you're voting another person out that will be battling on Redemption Island.
I think we're all really curious to see how Redemption Island will like play a factor, and I hope like it's definitely a challenge because you are voting these people out and you don't want to like completely like burn bridges with them, because if they do come back in, like you don't want them to be out on like some revenge mission to like get you out in exchange. So that plays a little bit of a factor.
Great. And does anybody have anything else they want to say before we get to voting? Alright, then we can get to voting.
Something tells me it's going to be me for some reason. However, it's not what I'm voting for, of course.
Just now, you said that we will be winning the next challenge. And you're right, we will be winning the next challenge. However, that we does not include you.
I have the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol that they would like to play, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Alex. Second vote, Alex. Next vote, Salma. That's 2 votes Alex, 1 vote Salma. Next vote, and the next person voted out of Survivor Northeastern Twist of Time, Alex. I'm sorry, Alex, please bring me your candle. I'm sorry, Alex, the tribe has spoken. And somebody will go out of Looks like that vote was a unified tribe vote. So you all did talk about tribe unity and it looked pretty good. But another vote down. We'll see if I see you again. You guys say we won't, so we'll see. All right, that's all I have for you. Head back to campus.
I could tell I was being voted out the second I walked into that room. The fact that I said 5% chance of being voted out, and then I hinted towards, I foreshadowed myself being voted out in my confessional before this was kind of funny. I would like to come back and do well. And I was thinking, like, it'd be really interesting, you know, if you come back in strong from Redemption Island and beat all the people who voted you out. I have nothing against them. I'm really curious as to why they voted me out, because I just like to know, but I will never figure out that answer.